Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Angela. This is my FlossTube called Angela Loves to Stitch. It's mostly about cross stitching, and if I do any other kind of crafts, I kind of briefly touch on them, but lately it's been mostly cross stitch. I did go through a time a few months ago, when my parents were kind of going through some stuff, and I was really stressed out, and I completely lost my stitching mojo or whatever, my stitching bug. But I got it back, and I think I'm just not spending as much time each day doing it, but I am doing it every day and I'm enjoying it. So that's good. I still, don't make much progress on the projects that I'm working on, but I'm enjoying them. So that's all that matters, right? So today I went to go play pickleball with my sister. My sister moved here from Texas about a month ago. Yeah. And I have been loving it. She moved to town with her family to help me take care of my parents. And she's really good at playing tennis and pickleball. She has a long history of playing tennis, has even coached tennis. She's really good, and I am not, at pickleball, but we decided that we were gonna join this league here in the little town that I live in, or that we live in. So weird to say that we live in, but we both live here now. And they just started like a pickleball. They just built these courts and then started this league. And so we decided to play together. We've only had 2 matches, and last week was our first one, which we won. And then today we lost because they were really good. And they hit it to me a lot. And most of the time I'm gonna miss it. I'm just being honest. Sometimes I'll hit it. I didn't completely embarrass myself today, but it's just a fun way. The weather was amazing. It was cold for the South. I live in North Georgia, but still the South with hot weather and humidity. But today it just was like, ooh, cold. I mean, like, it was cool. It was overcast. It was breezy, but it was really nice weather to play. And burn a little calories and get some exercise. So I am thankful that I can do that. Anyway, having fun. I did cross stitch this morning for about 10 minutes before I had to leave and go. So I'm going to do some more in a little bit. It's September. It's Sampler September. I know there's 2 ways to call it. I think it's, if you use hashtags, which I do not, or do I? Did I post something? I might have hashtag Sampler September, and then there's another one, and they mean something. I think Sampler Soiree, is that how you say that? Means something, and Sampler September means something else. And I think one of them is for any kind of sampler, and the other is for like reproduction samplers. Comment down below this video and let me know which one is for what. I'm not even sure. All I know is that in September you stitch samplers. And so we went out of town. We went to the beach. When did we go? It was right before September 1st. I guess it was Labor Day. It was like August 30th or August 31st. And when September hit, I said, I took like 3 or 4 projects. And when September 1st, I honestly didn't stitch anything but sampler type stuff. When I was there, I got some stuff done, and I'll show you now what I worked on, and they're all samplers up until today. Different ones. I've started some ones. I have some plans to start another one this month. That's why I never finish anything. Y'all know I start lots of things. Okay, this first project I worked on is sampler stocking 1. This is, I'm gonna need something in the back of it because I'm standing in front of this window. This is a project from Mary Beal. I think that's how you say her name. She has a website and she has so many really cool looking sampler type projects. This is a stocking and I think it's 1 out of 10, although I think there are more. There are more than 10, but this one has like the, you know, like the story of Jesus's birth. I'm not really sure. I'm not really that great on scripture. But it says, so far, and Joseph also went up from Galilee unto the city of David to be taxed with. That's all I've got. You know, and then I think under here it says some more of the scripture. And then by the time you finish all 10 stockings, it's supposed to have like the, you know, the whole story there. So what I did when I was out of town was pretty much all of this. I finished crossing some of these X's over here and down there. I finished up these motifs, finished that little squirrelish thing, and then I did that whole basket. I was at the beach for 10 days. You would think that I would get more done, but no, I did not. This takes a lot longer than, you know, you see a project and like, oh, I can do that pretty quickly. No, you can't. I mean, at least I can. This has a needle in it, and I'm doing this 2 over 1. Am I? Is this 2 or 1? Yeah, 2 over 1. And I don't know, let me see. I think this is, on English, it says a 28 count cream cashel linen. So there's that one. It's pretty, All right, this next sampler, I actually had thought about starting it, and because I watched a video. It's from Jean Farish, and I was watching her YouTube channel, and she started talking about how she was gonna, had just produced like a whole bunch of different samplers, and she was gonna have a stitch along or a start along on this particular one. It's called The Hair in the Basket. I will insert a picture again here, right around in here, because I don't have a cover photo with me. I think it's on my iPad, but it's called The Hair in the Basket, and this is where I'm at. Now, the stitch along that she's doing, she has these series of videos that she's put out that helps explain the specialty stitches. And I don't even know if you can tell, but in this flower, there's some sort of specialty stitch right there. I don't even know what it's called. I had to do it 3 times before I got it right. Can we zoom in? It's like it crosses over. You do this way in that little box, and then you go over this way. I don't know what it's called. It's on the pattern, and I don't have the pattern with me because it's on my iPad, which is somewhere. And anyway, but I'll put the, you know what, hold on. All right, I'm back, and I'm sorry, I apologize for that, but I had to go get my iPad. I remembered that it was downstairs. So this is the picture of the sampler, The Hair in the Basket. And I liked it because it says, I wrote on the pattern, the picture with red. Let me see, let me show it again. So in case you can't read it, the verse says that I think that Jean Farish actually said that she she created this verse, and so she gets the credit for this verse. Threads through time connect all generations of needleworkers. We learned our art from the ones who came before us. Today we teach and preserve for the ones who follow us. And then she put her initials, her name, her first initial and last name. Anyway, I just love that. I love it. So I wanted to stitch it. And that's what, excuse me. So that's what I've done here. And I started like in the middle. I'm gonna have issues with this, I know. I started in the middle and just kind of worked my way over to the side and up. And this is on 32 count, I think it's called Pistachio Latte, or I could be completely wrong on that name. But it's from Grace Notes Fabric. That's that one. Forgot a very important part. That this is actually, I ordered the Cosmo threads that go with this, and I've never used this kind of thread before, but here it is. And it's Cosmo. That's showing backwards. I hope I can figure out how to make it show the right way. I just wanted to try them, and they're a lot like DMC actually. Again, now that's that one. All right, I did start another sampler. It was really just it was from Heartstring Samplery. I'll show it if I can pull it up without showing. I don't know if I have okay, I don't have the cover, but it's from Heartstring Samplery, and which is Beth Twist, and it's called Emma Fisher 1859, and it's Psalm 23, which is the Lord is my shepherd. That's that scripture. Most of it is just like a scripture. I started it. I enjoyed working on it, but I don't like the fabric that I was putting it on. And so I think I want to do it on something else. And so I'm not even going to show that one because I'm completely going to redo it. And to be honest, I forgot it upstairs. I don't want to go up there again. But just know that we're not even going to count that one because I'm not going to do it on that fabric anyway. This is one that I just want to get done. I really want to get to 50% on this one. It is Jane Hopkins, something. I can't remember the number that comes after Jane Hopkins, but it's from Hands Across the Sea, and Hands Across the Sea, yeah. Sampler, Hands Across the Sea, right? It's not, is it Hands Across the Sea Samplers or Hands Across the Sea? Whatever, it's Sampler from Hands Across the Sea, Jane Hopkins. And right now, I'm not even at 50%. And I just found out there's some satin stitches because who was I watching recently that just finished this? The Paisley Stitcher, I think. And yeah, so and the reason why I didn't even realize that there was a whole bunch of satin like leaves over here that are like this color, this like, I don't know, kind of green, minty green color or blue, aqua blue. I don't even know what color that is. It's because they weren't showing up on my pattern keeper because I guess they're specialty stitches. So I didn't even know that was part of all of a sudden, really dark. Can I change this to where I'm not so dark? We'll see. So, yeah, I was kind of like, ugh. But where I'm working on right now, it really is, I want to finish this big rose. And then I want to get down to, I want to do this part. I want to finish this part, okay, of the flowers, all full coverage, like full coverage stitching. And then every once in a while I'll work up. I think the last I stitched on this was this bird up on the top of this tree or whatever it is. Right there. And then I did some right here. But isn't it so pretty though? And this fabric is from, I think it's from Be Stitch Me, but I'm not sure. And it's, I think, I want to say it's called Gilded, but again, I'm not sure. It was one of the very first, like, not Ada fabrics that I got, so I couldn't imagine I would get a 32 count, but maybe I did. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what count this is. It's either 28 or 32. I'm just going with it. It's pretty easy to stitch on. I don't know if it's because the color is not dark. I don't know. I like it. Okay, so that's that one. Let me change this around again. I'm sorry, this light, you know, I told you it's kind of rainy. It's kind of rainy. It wasn't supposed to rain, but it's raining a little bit outside. We need like more rain than what we're getting, but because our grass is pretty much dead. And I'm cold, so I'm drinking coffee. And it's noon, a little after noon. Okay, now, this last one. I didn't bring my iPad down. I have no idea what this one's called. I feel like I'm gonna be making this up, but I do not know. I can't remember, who was I watching? Who was I watching that said that they were stitching this? I don't remember. I'm sorry. I don't remember who I was watching, because there was one day not that long ago that I just watched a ton of, because I hadn't watched many YouTube or FlossTubes, so I was just trying to kind of catch up, and I watched a whole bunch all in one day, and now they're all kind of running together. So someone that I was watching was stitching on another Hands Across the Sea sampler, and it was the Queen of the May for this past year, 2024. I mean, in May 2024, Queen of the May. And it's called Hannah Green, I believe. Hannah Green, and I'm terrible because I don't have the information with me, but I'm stitching it, and on this big, huge piece of fabric, that's 28, no, I'm sorry, it's 36 count. I do not know what I don't know what color this fabric is. I've started several projects on it, and I'm going to stitch the sampler. I'll put a picture of the sampler. I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. The Queen of the May, Hannah Green. It's got, you know, a big verse in the middle, but I liked the colors. The colors were just, I don't know, I just liked them. They just spoke to me. And it's got this big, like a house with red in it, and then like a pastoral scene. But that's all I've done. And I decided to start in the middle and do the over one first for some reason, because that's like what is in the middle is the over one. Ooh, you can see through that right there. Yeah. Oh, you know, your coffee's down there. I almost just stuck that in my coffee. So that's all I've done. Do y'all want to see something though? Y'all are not gonna like this. Actually, what else is on this fabric? That was something that I worked on for a long time and decided not to continue. It's very pretty. It's a Reflet de Soie sampler. It's what is it called? Yvonne Leclerc. I think that's the name of it. I'm totally butchering the name, I'm sure. It's got the beautiful rose border that goes all the way around, but this is just, it's too confetti to me. Like, I don't enjoy doing it. I didn't enjoy doing it because of just all the color changing I was doing. I don't know what it was. I don't know why this is so hard for me to stitch. So I may do part of it because I don't know. I'm gonna, it's like, it's there in case I just want to do somehow just stitch across the top and then like maybe like finish this bird and do some underneath it or kind of make up something and then just stop. I could do that though. I could do it if I get it like to a decent size. And then I started something else here. That was the peacock, the unicorn, and the badger. I think that's from, what is it? The Scarlet Letter? I can't remember. Anyway, started that and decided that the pattern was too hard for me to read because it's all in color. And I couldn't make a copy of it and where I can mark it off and see it. I don't know, I have so many excuses. I'm ridiculous. And then this one is one that I got from the Works by ABC that I started. And I decided that I didn't really want to work on that right now. I don't know when I'll start working on it. And I wasn't really thrilled about the fabric choice, so. I started lots of projects on this big piece of fabric that I have no idea what it's called. But for now, doing that. Oops, have it held the wrong way. And it's upside down. It goes like that. Okay. Now, plans. We are still in sampler September. And is there a needle in here? Yeah, let me just tuck that in somewhere. I'm gonna work on this some more today. All right, so we are still in sampler September and have, you know, a good 2 weeks left, maybe 13 days, is that right? So I'm going to continue to work on my samplers, but I have one that I told myself I was going to start, and I have no idea why I haven't started it. Maybe I'm scared. I don't know, but let me go get it and bring it downstairs, and I'll show it to you right now. Okay, so for the rest of September, my plans are to continue to work on those samplers. Oh my gosh, the lighting is just awful. I wish I could get to a place where it's not so terribly, whatever. I hope it didn't make you sick. Okay, so my goal or my plans for the rest of September are to work on those samplers and then maybe start one more, at least one more, and maybe two, because there's another one that I want to stitch, which that'll be in the next video because I haven't decided on that yet. But the sampler that I am going to be working on or starting is going to be on this fabric, which is from Needle and Flax. It's called Steinbeck, and it's using MPI silk. I ordered this as a kit, and what is it you say? Didn't you just ask? It is a sampler for all seasons. A sampler for all seasons, which I know that y'all have seen this from other people, but what it says is, when the weather is hot, rainy, or cold, I look at my chart and stitch as I'm told. The wind may howl, raindrops may fall. I'm in my own world and safe from it all, with colors of thread from every hue It makes me happy. This much is true. And I love that. So I am going to start this. I promise I need to get out. And also, I think I have fabric. Cute. I have some more fabric that came with this kit where I could stitch these as well. So maybe someday. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to start that sampler. And I want y'all to comment down below. And I want you to say, Angela, get over your fear. For some reason, I don't know why, I'm just so hesitant. I've had this for like a year or so. Whenever it came out, I don't remember when it came out. I feel like I've had it for a long time. Say, Angela, get going on that sampler for all seasons. Come on. I need someone to tell me over and over again or ask, hey, how's that sampler for all seasons going? Just so I'll start it, because I really want to, like, I've never stitched with the MPI silks ever before. So I would kind of like to try those. And I've got them, and I spent good money on that sampler. Why am I just letting it sit there, and it's plastic wrap, just collecting dust? I need to like start on it and find it a cute bag. I'll probably end up moving something out of another one that I'm not working on, and then just do it. Okay, that's the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. That is what I've worked on for the past few weeks, or a couple weeks, or since the last time you saw my video. And I will be back probably October. And I don't think I'm gonna do it every week, because it'll pretty much be the same things that I showed you. So I will come back in October sometime, the beginning of October, and show you if I made any more progress, if I started this, if I started something else, and then wrap up, you know, and then I'll have to figure out what to do with myself in October. I don't know. Okay, thanks for watching. That's all I have to say today. And I hope you have a great week of stitching. See you later. Bye.